Hi, today I'm going to share with you one technique that is one of my favorites, that is the Dutch pour. I'm going to share my screen with you. Let me share it here for you. And let's see, here it is. Hope you are, yeah, you are watching here the video that I recorded on the technique. So as you can see, I am using a canvas that I had already used in the past. And this is fine to do. I mean, I like the painting that I created, but it was not something that said, oh, wow, I really want this is a keeper. So I use normally the same canvas to try different projects. So I am using as a base a turquoise color that was prepared with one part of paint, two parts of floetrol, and one part of water. That's what I am doing here. And I am going to do to use my colors exactly with the same consistency. Remember that for us, in order to be able to work on this technique, all the paints that we use need to have exactly the same consistency. What colors I am going to use? I normally like to play in a challenge, a color challenge that I use with some cards that I have that I bought some time ago, and then based on the cards, I choose the colors. And I love those type of challenges because normally I wouldn't have chosen these colors, so I chose this card that included the color teal, the color emerald, the color orchid, the color blush, and an aqua. And then I started working. But as you are going to see in this first attempt, the colors didn't really show because there was not really a contrasting color. Even, for example, that emerald that you see there was kind of contrasting against the turquoise color. When I started mixing the colors, it didn't really pop up. And the reason was because there is not really a big contrast between all the colors. So really, the result was not something that I was happy with. As you will see right now, I started working with the colors, and you can barely see the green, you can barely see the purple, you can barely see the pink, kind of disappeared. There is really not something interesting there. So then I look at it and I said, no, I really don't like it. So then I went and looked for one of my little plastic cups, and then that has a lid, and then I started to pouring all the paint there. I really like to reuse the paint whenever I can. And you can do that when you haven't used any cell activator or anything like that. And here there was pure color. As I mentioned, it was a mix between one part paint, one part, 2 parts floetrol, and 1 part water. So it was not really a big deal. So what I did is like I took more turquoise color, and I put it again into my canvas, as you can see right now. And with this in mind, what happened is that now I started to add exactly the same colors, but as you are going to see in a moment, I added also some white to it. So when I added the white, what happened is that now I have something that can really help the colors pop up, and you will see that in the minute. So that is something that I really suggest for you to do. For example, here I am adding one of the pinks first because I wanted kind of like the pink like to be like around the different flowers, but then I added some white. And now you can see immediately there is a contrast there. Then I added there the little green, the color emerald that I had as well, the orchid, the blush, the aqua, all of those colors were added. This that I am adding here is a pigment. That is a pink pigment that is really cool. And then you will see in a moment, I'm going to start working with my hair dryer in order to start moving the paint around, and you will see the difference as you are going to see now with the close-up that I am about to show you there. So look at the way the color pops, totally different than the first attempt, as you can see. Now the colors are really working with the white that is at the bottom. So now the colors are really popping up, not only with the base itself, with the turquoise base, but also with the colors themselves. Now I can see the pinks. Now I can see the purples. Now I can see the greens. Now I can see all the colors that I added. And of course, I can see a little bit of the white. So this is something that I really suggest to do when you have like a dark base, basically, because when you have a white base, it's a little bit different. You don't need to add that contrast because it's already a contrast, unless you kind of look for a cream color or like a little silver color that is not going to pop against a white. You would need to add some darks. You would need to add there like a gray or dark gray or like a black or like a navy blue or something like that in order for you to be able to see the color. So this is what I wanted to show you today. It is okay to not use the first paint that you create. Not all the things that you are going to work on are going to be beautiful and magic. We hope, but that is not the case. So I wanted to share with you what really happens in real life, right? And that there's not a problem. You are only going to pour your paint on a little cup, try to use a lid, so then you can use that paint in the future in one of the projects and then paint again. Nothing happens. And now you get a beautiful result. Actually, let me tell you, this is one of my favorites painting that I have done so far, and also is one of my husband's favorites. So as you can see, the second attempt was much better than the first one, okay? So don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I would love to see you in my channel. Leave your comments. And also, if you paint this or any other of your paintings, don't forget to tag me in my Instagram account, aliart.aliciadiaz. I would love to see you to your creations, and I would love to see you in the next video. Okay? See you soon.